coming in fast. And you may have noticed that yourself, that there are things that are like snowballing, and it's keeping you on your toes. You got to be, you don't have to wait for the next shoe to drop at this instance. Hello, Applebrooks, honey. Sorry about that, you all. I've got back-to-back stuff happening. It's like bam, 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 bam. And there may be others out there who is noticing the same thing. You have back-to-back things that's happening like that. Things are happening so fast, and you can't slow them down. All you can do is you barely have time to react. That's why you got to be balanced on the inside of your being. You got to be able to think straight is what you got to be able to do, because you ain't going to have time to think. You got to be quick, just like that. If you're noticing that you have things in your life that are happening just like that, they could be good, they could be bad. And this is considered the year of karma, since it is an 8. It's literally like this. It's like I had to flatten my hair on my head. I told my daughter, I need a haircut. She just looked at me. I said, well, maybe I can just brush it and put it behind my ear. So I still got the whole length of my hair. I'm trying not to cut. I'm trying not to cut my hair, you all, just for a bit until it gets too hot outside, she said. Then you'll want it trimmed. It's back-to-back karma, back-to-back karma, dharma, whatever you want to go. The dominoes are falling fast. You've got to be able to, you better get prepared. Everything is happening faster. And let me tell you, life is not going to wait for you to be ready. No, life will, if you are feeling that life is coming at you so fast like that, it's like a speeding train and it's headed your way. And you better not be on the track when the speeding train comes. That's what it's feeling, this energy that's out there. You better not be on the track. You better get off the track, or you're going to get hit by the speeding train. Don't stand there. Okay, now the message is twisted. The message is going in a different direction. Don't just stand there looking off in the distance like this. You're looking off in the distance and you see a speeding train coming right at you. It's blowing its whistle, woo, 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 telling you to get off the track. And you're just standing there and you're looking at it and you're not moving. Get off the track. You got a speeding train coming straight at you, whoever you are. It's coming fast and it's not going to stop to you. It's not going to stop for you. Well, and if you could look at this from a global point of view, there is a speeding train headed our way and it's not going to stop. This is like worldwide. This is like a worldwide energy. And it's trickling down. It trickles down from the top down to each individual. It's a speeding train. Oh my goodness, this reminds me of we got an invisible monster that is ripping and tearing its way through space. That's what it feels like, an invisible monster ripping and tearing its way through space. See, I've got messages. Gina, okay. Let me do this. I've got to be, I got to be on my toes too. I've got to be on my toes. Hold on a second. Gina, what do you got going on? I can't read it. Hold on. Let me face you all the different way. I've got to respond to this too. Let me face you the different way. Like that. If I can set you up there, probably not. Hold on a second. I got to read this. Yes. Boom. Okay, I got that. I got to be on my toes. You got to be on your toes. It's like we got a speeding train coming our way. And it's not just worldwide. It's on a personal level too. You have things coming back to back and back and back. And you think, what am I going to do? Be on your toes. Make sure you're balanced on the inside of your being, because what's coming at you, if you're not ready for it, it's going to leave you unbalanced on the inside and you ain't even going to be able to think straight. You're not. I'm just telling you right now. Just like that. Just like that. It's not a time to panic. Oh, wow. It's not a time to panic, but you got to be ready. You have got to be ready. you're going to panic. Let me tell you, when I tell you it's not a time to panic, but you're going to be a panicking. If you've got the speeding train coming right by you and you can't make up your mind whether to get off that track or not, because that train is going woo, woo, woo. It's blowing its horn. It's getting closer and closer and closer. If you're still standing on that track and that train is literally right here, and you better panic, but you better get off the track or you're going to get ran over by the train on the track, whatever's headed your way in life, because some people's got a lot of stuff headed their way. Whether it be good, whether it be bad, it's like, boom, you ain't going to have time to think. If you're just tuning in, hello. Yeah. I think you seen something coming last night. It was weird. It's way too bright. Hello. You watched your first video. You definitely feel the world energy. It is a world energy. Oh, Forbidden Planet. What's that from? The monster. Yeah, a monstrous, invisible. That's what NASA said. Remember that we have an invisible monster that is ripping and tearing its way through. It's a monster black hole. We just had the black hole sun. The moon eclipsed the sun. The solar eclipse energy is still here. It's right there. It's still lingering in the air, and it's lingering heavy. You just gotta be ready. You can be ready. You can be ready. Don't be standing on that track if you've got a speeding train coming at you and you know you got it's coming at you. Get off the track. Get off the train track. Get off the train track, you all. This is a serious, whoever this is, whoever you are, I'm just going to tell you right now, this is a message to you. Whoever you are, and you know that you got a spiritually speaking, physical, speeding train headed straight toward you, and you are right in the tracks. You are on the tracks. You're in the way, and you're hearing the whistles. If you do not get off the tracks, the train is going to hit you, and it's going to be catastrophic. Get off the train track. This is a spiritual message to somebody. You know that you have a speeding train of life coming your way. You can hear the whistle blowing. You can hear the engineer, whoever they are. They're blowing their whistle. They're warning you, get off the track because they cannot stop. That train is going too fast to stop. You've got to get off the track because if you stay there, you're going to suffer catastrophic consequences. Catastrophic. It's not a joke. I can feel it. Somebody's got a speeding train coming straight at them. And they better get off the track. In that instance. And if you don't have the speeding train coming at you like that, if you have other things coming at you and they're back to back and back to back, back to back, deal with it to the best of your ability. Deal with it. You got to be on your toes. You got to know, it's like that song. Here's that song coming. You got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them. That Kenny Rogers song. That's funny because a Kenny Rogers song popped up in the video last night. Islands in the stream. That is what we are. No one in between. How can we be wrong? Sail away with me to another world and we'll rely on each other. That's how it was. How come that happened? That song popped up in the live stream last night. And of course, I had to stop and sing it. And now this Kenny Rogers, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to, you got to count your blessings. Is that, I don't know how the song goes. You got to know when to hold, know when to, you got to count your, no, that's count your blessings. No, you all, there's something coming. I've got to see that. You got to know when to hold them. I got to see the lyrics. Lyrics. You got to know when to hold them. Kenny Rogers. No, I got to type it in. I don't like that speak and spell. That don't work for me. Kenny Rogers. You all hold on. I'm going somewhere with this. You got to know when to hold them. It's the Gambler. Okay, it's the Gambler song. Okay, Gambler. Gambler. Oh my God, somebody's gambling with life. You are gambling with life if you're watching this video and you're taking, if you're on the train track and stuff in the train, you're gambling with your life. You are gambling with your life. Oh my gosh, you all, this is wild. Gina, what are you doing? I'm letting the Spirit lead me. You got to, the gambler lyrics, I got to look it up. Somebody is gambling with their life, and it may be more than one somebody. Don't gamble with your life. Gambler lyrics. This may sound strange, but this is what's flowing in on a, let me read these lyrics. Let me see it. On a warm summer evening on a train. Oh my gosh, it's talking about a train. I've got chills all over my body. On a train bound for nowhere. I met up with the gambler. We were both too tired to sleep. Somebody may be not being able to sleep. So we took turns staring out the window at the darkness. Someone is staring outside the window at the darkness. They're looking at the darkness. And the boredom, they're bored. The boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. Son, I've made a life out of reading people's faces, knowing what the cards wore by the way they held their eyes. This message is for someone or a whole lot of someones. So if you don't mind me saying, I can see you're out of aces. You are out of aces. Whoever you are, you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice. You need advice. So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light. And the night got deathly quiet. You're playing with death. Deathly quiet. And his face lost all expression. This is a very grim look. You got a very grim, there's something very grim that you're facing. Oh my goodness. His face lost all expression. If you're gonna play the game, boy, you got to learn to play it right. If you think that life's a game, if this is you and you're playing this game of life, you will learn about life when you play the game of life. If everything's a game, if you like to play the game, this message is for you, whoever you are. You got to learn to play it right. You got to play it the right way, not the wrong way. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Know when to walk away and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Life is not done dealing you cards. You can't count what you don't got. Life is not done dealing you cards. Whoever you are, I want you to know that it's not done. You can't count on what you have. You cannot count what you think you have, because life is not done. It's not done. Every gambler, if you're gambling with your life, every gambler knows that the secret to surviving, you want to survive, it's knowing what to throw away and knowing what to keep. Because every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser. And the best that you can hope for, oh my gosh, is to die in your sleep. Oh my gosh, you all. This is kind of eerie. Rosie, honey, is that you? You've been a little baby? Oh my goodness. And when he finished speaking, he turned back toward the window. He crushed out his cigarette, and faded off to sleep. Faded. And somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. But in his final words, I found an ace that I could keep. That's eerie. That's eerie. That is so eerie. Do not gamble with your life. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not, no. Mm-mm. You got to know what to throw away. You got to know what to keep. And we had that Kenny Rogers song on the live stream last night. Somebody popped it up in the live stream. You got a speeding train coming your way. If you don't get off the track, it's going to be catastrophic. Forever life changing. I don't like the energy that came, that flowed in. I don't. But this is, life is not, no, this is not, you win all the games. You win every game you play in life. No, you win and you lose. You win and you lose. But you got to use your common sense. You've got to use your common sense. This is the year of karma. It's instant, just like those strikes that happened with Iran and Israel. They're not going to wait a long time because it's like almost instant now. Every action has a reaction, and it's at the thing. It's, things are coming back. The energy that's out there right now, I'm telling you right now, that energy is back-to-back energy. Whether it be good energy, whether it be bad energy, it's back-to-back. You may have things hitting your life like that. Oh, wow, oh, wow, oh, wow, oh, my gosh. Everything's happening so fast, I can't even think straight. You may have this happening to you right now. Whether it be good, whether it be bad, whether you think, well, I can't handle all this at once. Do your best to handle it, but don't just stand there and do nothing. You can't do it. That's the first time those words of that song really, it's kind of dark. It really is kind of dark. The words of that song, stared out in the darkness. He was out of aces. I don't play cards, so I don't know what the aces do. I have no idea what the aces do. What do the aces do? I mean, they trump everything. They trump. They trump. That means you're going to win. It trumps every other card is the ace. And him to say you're out of aces, that means like your winning streak is over. Your winning streak is over, and it doesn't look like things are going to play out in your favor since you're standing on the train track. You've got a speeding train right there in front of you, headed your way. It's blowing its whistle. Woo, woo, woo. They're telling you to get off the track. They're warning you because the speeding train can't stop. It's not going to stop. Get off the train track or it's going to be catastrophic. That's the message. It's not, I don't like it. I don't like that message. I don't like how this went that way. I don't. It's the year, it's a 2024. 2 and 2 is 4 and 4 is 8. It's the infinity symbol too. Just like a and if you think about the top of the number 8, it's the one circle. Once it finishes looping that part, it goes into the next. It's like the opposite side. Like you have the top, and then you got the bottom that comes in. As soon as it gets through on this end, as soon as the action is taken at the top, the reaction is, it trickles down to the bottom. Or as soon as the action is taken on the bottom, it makes its way right back up to the top. It's the action and the reaction. It's like, it's connected. And it's fast. It's fast. It's really fast happening like that. Oh, wow. No, don't gamble on life. If you are a person who likes to gamble on life, don't do it. It is never ever worth it, especially when you are out of aces, especially when you know you're out of aces, but you're going to do it anyway. You know that you're going to lose, but you're going to do it anyway. No, don't do it. Don't. Okay, I'm done. I am done. Maybe if you are in a big city, you are on the track. What kind of track would that track be? Don't know. There's all kinds of small tracks in a big city. All kinds of roads that go here and there and everywhere. And on those roads are all kinds of places that have all different types of energy associated with them, all kinds of stops and things of that nature. It's all of that. I thought I saw Rosie up here somewhere. She's off the porch. She is off the porch. It's not worth it, even if you gain a little. It's like the devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind. He was way behind collecting his souls. He was willing to make a deal. So he came across this young man's whatever on a fiddle. He said, he told him, son, I guess you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. And if you care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. You play pretty good fiddle, boy, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul to prove I'm better than you. So the devil made the boy made a deal with the devil, but he won that time. But the devil will make a deal with your soul. And in a lot of instances, the devil ends up getting your soul or destroying your life. You don't like that. Don't. I'm going to go, you all. I don't like that. I don't even know who sung that song, The Devil Went Down to Georgia. It's not Kenny Rogers, but those two Kenny Rogers songs back to back. And the train, you're on a train. I didn't even know that song had a train to in the darkness to nowhere. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to go. I don't really like my hair like this behind my ears, but it's, oh, I got to, yeah. I'm going to go, you all. I am. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning. And if you are on the train track and you have that speeding train coming at you, it's headed straight towards you and the whistles are going woo, 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 telling you to get off the train track because we can't slow down. And you're just staring at it. If you don't get out of the train, if you don't get off the tracks, it's going to be catastrophic when it hits you. Yeah. I'm going to go, you all. Have a wonderful rest of your morning.